direct to you via the miracle of the World Wide Web and live streaming from Disneyland, California. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. It's time for the hot new comedy show sweeping the nation, The Suggestion Box. Starring Danny Roquet, Denny Siegel, Tom Carosa, Jane Brucker, Karen Bond, Dylan White, and now your host, creator of the Justin Timberlake It's Gonna Be May meme, Dylan White.
It would so help if I was unmuted. Based on a conversation that I had earlier today, you have no idea how appropriate that introduction was. Thank you, PP Stream Director Sam, for that introduction. Welcome, everyone, to The Suggestion Box. We are here live every Friday night. Yeah, today's reopening day of Disneyland, but so many people couldn't go, so I'm glad that you're here with us. And if you are at Disneyland and stuck in a line somewhere or whatever, that you're watching this on your phone with your AirPods in and not bothering others. Anyway, here we are. We do live improv comedy. This is show number 36, 37, something like I've lost count. So if anybody out there knows, please let us know because I'm not paying any attention, as most people in my life will tell you. 36. Thank you, Sam. This is show number 36. And hey, we're here with our cast. These amazing Vaudacity Improv Players. I'd like to introduce them to you right now. If you don't know them already, let's bring them in. Miss Denny Siegel, Jane Brucker, Karen Bond, Tom Carosa, and Danny Roquet. Here, these master improvisers, all set to create comedy magic based on your suggestions. Hence, the name, The Suggestion Box.
Danny Roquet never showed up, man.
Yeah, where's Danny Roquet?
We have to have a seance.
I was muted at the top of the show because I forgot to unmute my mic because I went to the Danny Roquet School of...
oh, there he is. Okay.
There he is. Okay, camera's on. Now we can't hear you, Danny. Camera's off.
It's just an apparition. He pops in and pops
For those
out.
of you watching and you're in the chat, how many of you experience this on a regular basis on Zoom meetings for work? That there's that one guy who's just camera on, camera off, mic on, mic off.
Or lady, men are not the only ones that are bad at tech anymore.
That's true. Anymore.
Or ghosts.
Or
ghosts.
People
A
usually
living
handle
person.
this.
It could happen. Yeah, you're mentioning ghosts, and Tom said apparition. I would like to just plug that this year is the 10-year anniversary of the release of my first book in the Apparition series, Apparition, and it will be available finally as an audiobook soon. All 3 books in the series will be available as an audiobook.
Wow.
Within the next...
Are you voicing it, Dylan?
I am. I'm doing it myself.
That's
I'll be available.
Wow. That's
Or you-
very impressive. I didn't know that you were an author.
You know that? I have those...
We've never met.
Well, that's true. We've never met in person. I've never, honestly, in person, the only person on this show I've ever met is Danny Roquet.
Wow.
Karen, Denny, Jane, Tom, Craig, and Sam.
Actually,
I
I have met Craig and Sam, but didn't know who they were at the time.
So they do exist. They're not just
But
holograms.
we've never seen them in the same place at the same time, so...
Well, I guess
the whole point of tonight's show is do some improv based on audience suggestions, and I think we should probably ask for our first suggestion for our first... Danny, where did you go? You're going away.
Shy.
he hates us.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll turn that off. How's that? Better?
All right. So what we need is an occupation, I guess,
We need a
right?
suggestion for an occupation. We're going to play a World's Worst Job interview. So you've seen this before. We're not opening with World's Worst, where all of us are, kind of being the World's Worst, whatever. We're going to get one suggestion for one job, and we are all going to be the worst possible candidate for that job.
That was the worst symbolist I've ever heard, that he came in right over your last sentence.
Well, symbolism isn't really my thing. So.
So we need an occupation,
But
right?
you're an author.
Right?
Author.
Do you know how they found him to play the symbols?
I didn't
How?
They cast a net.
All right. We got to do some improv. It's just coming out.
I'm Denny out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
So an occupation.
And just so everyone knows too, Karen, I believe, is going to be the one you're hiring, aren't you? You're the one.
Oh yeah, of course I am.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what am I hiring? Who am I hiring? What is this, Craig?
So what do we have? Producer Craig. Hi, Producer Craig.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys.
Good to hear your voice and see your avatar in my screen. Nobody else can see it. I get to see her.
I'm here, and I'm not Sam.
No, you're not. No one is Sam.
Sam is Sam. Craig is Craig. Therefore, we are.
And do we have an occupation? Did anybody?
And we do have an occupation, actually. Yes. Thank you to Emily Thatcher. The person you are looking for is a water slide tester.
A water slide tester. All right, here we go. We're all going off except for Karen. We will come on when it is our turn to interview.
Oh. Yug. Okay, theme parks reopening. We're supposed to be testing these rides. Did I do it? No, I forgot to do it. But hopefully, Miss Pringle, did you set up some interviews for a water slide tester? Are they gonna be good? Are you sure they're gonna be good? Miss Pringle, you're on thin ice. After we did that thin ice tester and the guy just fell right through. Okay, go ahead and send in the first candidate. We'll see. Who do we got?
Hi, I'm here to, apply for the water slide testing job.
Thank goodness. Okay. Well, I'm so glad to see you here. Talk to me about your credentials.
Sure. I mean, I have plenty of credentials with streaming water. I just have a question. Is that the slide right there, like your test slide that you're going to do?
Yeah, that's a test slide.
All right, so let me just make sure that it's all watered down correctly. Hang on a second. I'm just going to...
Whoa, no. We provide the water. You do not provide the water. No. He's going. I guess once you start, you just can't stop.
I didn't... Okay, well, see, yeah, I provide my own water.
I understand that, sir, but you have urinated in my office on your job interview. Get out of here. Go.
But that's like for a drug test, no? Okay, bye.
I will drug test that later. However, hey, interviewers, get out of my office. I gotta talk to my secretary. Excuse me very much. Okay. These guys are very anxious for the job, which makes me like them. Miss Pringle, please send in the next person and make sure this person doesn't pee all over everything. I know that was for me. I don't like it. All right, who we got here? Hello, miss. Are you here for the job for testing the the water slides?
I am. Look at this slide. Isn't it neat? Don't I wish now that I had 2 feet? You see, ma'am, I can go down a water slide beautifully. It's climbing back up again that I have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I hate to be like that, but this job does require climbing a lot of stairs. Are you gonna get your flipper up on the 13th floor there?
I can try. I'm a redhead, and we got guts. No feet, but guts.
Sure, and I do notice your shells look a little loose. Some of these water slides are quite powerful.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, let me go get some glue before they slip.
Oh, she's gonna glue shells on her boobs. I guess she'll be back. Miss Pringle, let's just send in the next candidate. I don't think she's gonna work out. She's a real dingle hopper. Who we got here?
How are you?
Oh, I'm actually feeling better. You seem kind of normal, and I'm excited about that.
That always happens at first. Yes, thank you. I understand you're testing. You're hiring for a water slide tester.
Yes, this is a quick turnaround job.
I used to be a dessert tester for numerous restaurants, and so my fat ass can really pick up some speed down that slide.
We have people of all shapes and sizes going down these slides. Can you tell me, have you ever ridden a water slide before?
No, I can't swim, so that's been a deterrent. But
okay, well, actually, our last water slide tester did unfortunately pass on the job. I am not open to another lawsuit. So unless you're willing to take swimming lessons in the next 45 minutes, I would say it's a pass.
don't you have Just a life preserver?
That would change the aerodynamics, and we're looking for a fully human experience. I'm sorry.
Wow, you should list all this in your job application next time.
I agree, Miss Pringle. You're really messing up here. You can tell Miss Pringle on your way out that she did a bad job.
You might want to mention it at least.
Yes, I agree. I am so sorry, sir. That is our bad. Goodbye.
I just got Miss Pringle down that slide.
I think I might have to if I don't find a good candidate. Did you hear that, Miss Pringle? Don't you take that tone with me. Hey, send in the next person. Who else we got?
Hello, my name is Walter.
Hello, Walter.
I know, I'm a walrus, but I've had a lot of experience on slides and water. And before this, I was an emotional support walrus, and now I need a job. Wasn't working out on the airplanes, very dry place, airplanes. So I would be good. I could test water slides.
Well, here's what I'm seeing as your pros. One, you are about the size and shape of most of our guests. Two, you will not sue us because you are not a human. And three, you have a very calming energy, which I like, especially with Miss Pringle here messing everything up. I saw that. So I'm just curious, would you be able to read and complete a contract?
I don't think I could read and complete a contract. I'm a walrus.
Okay, and there's a whole HR issue going on then. I'm so sorry, Walrus.
Okay, I understand.
If we ever move to a kind of 1099 system, I might slip you in under the table, but right now we got to be above board.
I understand. You've been very nice. Thank you. Goodbye now.
Don't let the door hit you in the tooth on the way out. Miss Pringle, we need someone who can legally work, who can swim and not die, who is not half of a fish on the bottom, and who hopefully can just do this job without peeing on it. Please send in somebody, Miss Pringle. Wah, wah. All right. Let's see who we got.
Hi, I really want this job. I tested out your bathroom, and I kind of slid from the sink to the toilet, and I think I could do it. I'm really cold, though. If you have, like, a smock.
Are you saying that right now you are covered in my personal office's toilet water?
And some from the sink, and also there was something on the floor. I hope it was water. It was yellow.
I am almost nervous to ask, did you pee anywhere in the situation?
I think federal law prohibits you from asking that. No.
Okay, and are you 94% or above human?
Yeah, if you look under the towel, I'm pretty much all human, although some parts are shrinking. I can show you if you...
Nope, I don't need to see your shrunken parts. I'm gonna believe you.
Okay, groomed. It's not...
Okay, you know what? You seem dedicated. You seem desperate. So am I. Miss Pringle, you're not fired, and ma'am, you are hired. Good job! No! Oh.
Woo. And that was World's Worst Job Interviews. Karen, I'm so glad you were able to find somebody, and I find it interesting that Miss Pringle sounds a lot like Henrietta Pussycat from Mr. Rogers.
Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed that enormously. Oh. Congratulations.
Well, bye.
Bye. Love you, miss you, bye. Hey, everybody.
Bye.
That was World's Worst Job Interviews here on... We're going to move on to our next game. It's a new game that we're working on here. It's called Rotating Understudies. For this game, we need the suggestion of the name of a play, but it's the name of a play that has not been written. So just make up the name of a play. So really, it could just be a string of words, and how are we going to know? We're making it up. It's the name of a play that's never been written, and what we're going to do, it's kind of like a tag team scene kind of thing. We're going to be starting to do scenes from that play, but you know what? For whatever reason, we're just going to be rotating the understudies in and out of the game. And the players of this game are Tom, Jane, Danny Roque, and Karen are going to be in this play. I'm not sure who the understudies are or who's doing that whole thing. How this is really, I'm basically just here to tell you that this is the name of the game. These are the players, and get the suggestion from you. I'm excited to sit back and watch how this unfolds as much as you are, if not more. Producer Craig, do we have the name of a play that has yet to be written?
Absolutely, we do.
Love
We've
it.
got creative people out there.
Of course we do.
The play is by Dari Mills, The Passion Fruit.
The Passion Fruit. Ooh.
All right, quiet, quiet. The curtain's going up. Quiet. Sit down. The passion fruit. That was the last time I saw Mama. I went back to the house one last time. She was talking about the passion fruit.
You must have loved your mother very much.
Well, I never told her that I didn't pay the electric bill, that I used that money to join a taxidermy class. I'm sure she found out eventually.
Word of your taxidermy is coast to coast. You've made our town famous.
It means nothing to me. Why, you're a lot like my mother. The same way you look at me, like you know me.
Why, you are always my favorite young neighbor.
Mm.
You know, I watched you since you come back from that big school, that big college you went off to, taxidermy school.
Things ain't been the same since, have they?
No, would you care for a piece of fruit, young man?
Understudy Tom. Yes, I would care for a piece of fruit. Thank you kindly. You know, my mother used to give me fruit. Handed it to me just in the same way, with the fruit facing up and the hand on the bottom.
You know, I never did believe those rumors about your mother. Her and the fruit. She give passion fruit a bad name.
Look, everyone knows about my mother and the fruit. Whether it was true or not, I love my mother, and she's gone, and you're here.
Of course you loved your mother. Of course. Why, I hear that your stuffing is remarkable.
Understudy Jane. And there ain't nothing more than I like than a nice spoonful of stuffing.
I've got a bowl full of stuffing right here. You know,
Look.
Sometimes when I do my taxidermy, I fill it with actual turkey stuffing just to make it smell nice for my neighbors.
You know,
Right?
you're a nice boy. I don't believe all those rumors they say about you, neither. Why, it's
No.
not true what they say, is it? About you getting that girl in trouble?
Understudy Tom. It's not true what they say, is it? That people tend to vanish when they're near your house?
They don't vanish. That's all a rumor. They're still here. They're just stuffed.
Stuffed.
Yeah, I leave their skins and their outside bits, and I line my walls with them. I'm a taxidermist. What am I supposed to do?
How can you make any money like that?
It's not about the money. It's about the passion. You would understand that if you were like my mother.
No, I'm
want you to
not
be like
your
my mother.
I'm not insane like your mother was. A
Don't
crazy
you
woman.
talk about my mama.
Understudy, Karen. And if you do talk about my mother, I suggest you cover yourself a bit. You're showing too much flesh, Mrs. Bergen Stout.
Have you never heard the saying, if you've got it, flaunt it?
Why, Mrs. Bergen Stout, the way you're wiggling like that, you do remind me of my mother.
Understudy Danny. That's right. Your mama used to work for me when I ran the house down by the railroad. She never told you that, did she?
What are you saying, a house? A house? Are you talking about something illicit?
How do you think I got these pearls? And these earrings that dangle? How?
I heard about people like you in taxidermy school. Yeah. Why, some people come and clean out their attics and find all kind of jewelry like that.
Understudy Jane. And all that jewelry would look awfully nice dangling in my hallway forever and ever.
Well, as long as you know the truth now about your mama and me, she was a hard worker.
You're about to be working really hard as a stuffed mannequin.
Come
here.
But.
Come a little closer.
Understudy Tom.
Understudy
No way
Danny.
I'm trying your turkey
Understudy Danny.
And that is rotating understudy. That was so much fun. Hey, if you like that, be sure that you let us know by clicking the like button on the video, on the stream. And if you really like it, click subscribe, because we need as many subscribers as we can get, and we love you for it. Speaking of things that you can do to show us how much you like it, I want to give a big shout out to our first donation in the Super Chat tonight, to Kelsey Gibson. Thank you. There it is. Thank you so much, Kelsey. You can support the show, throw something up there in the Super Chat, and help support the show, help support the network. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, or just, sit back, enjoy the show, and laugh quietly to yourself. You're welcome to do that too. We're just happy to know that you're out there. Our next game is a game called He Said, She Said. Denny Siegel and I are going to play this game together, and for this game, we need a suggestion of a location. If I'm correct in remembering that. Suggestion of a location? Yes, a suggestion of a location. We're going to do a scene in this location, and basically we're going to be describing what the other person is doing in the scene as we go through the scene, if that makes any sense whatsoever to anybody. So, Producer Craig, do we have... You know what? Even before I ask Producer Craig for our suggestion, I just did another quick shout out. There it is. To Emily Thatcher. Holy cow, you are incredible. Not all heroes wear capes. Thank you for your donation to the Super Chat. Mwah. We love you. Can't wait to do this live again so we can see you in person.
Thank you.
Producer Craig, do we have a suggestion for a location for Denny and I to do this scene?
Absolutely. From the official E, we go to a tequila bar.
A tequila bar, you say?
Wow.
All right, a tequila bar. All right, ma'am. It's good to see you in here again for the third time this week. What would you like to try this time?
He said, hiking up his tight, low-slung Levi's, spitting on the counter and wiping it off, and looking her straight in the eye. Well, I was thinking that since I've tried all the tequilas I know, I might see if you might recommend something.
She said, leaning in closer, making sure that he got a good shot at her cleavage as she tried to entice him to give her a free drink. I suppose you could try one of the tequilas we just got in from a new supplier. It's not for everyone. It's called Blackout.
He said, as he nervously looked around to make sure Chuck, the bar owner, was nowhere around and that there were no undercover FDA agents. Blackout? Well, I don't know. I mean, I just celebrated my 29th birthday, and I suppose it is cause for celebration since it's been a lonely week.
She said, winking suggestively to the point where he thought she might have already had too much tequila and should probably cut her off. I mean, happy birthday. Absolutely, but I'm concerned. Are you feeling okay?
He said, getting his seldom worn spectacles out of his skin-tight jeans back pocket, putting them on, and gently taking her wrist to check for a pulse. Oh, are you a doctor as well as a bartender?
She said, making her heartbeat race faster so he would sense his excitement as she whipped her hair in the wind of the air conditioning of the bar to give herself that model look. Well, I'm not a doctor, but I certainly do like to play one sometimes. Maybe we could use this as anesthesia, as it were?
He said, pulling the bottle of Blackout, slamming it onto the bar, and taking 2 shot glasses out of his man cleavage for just such an occasion. Well, I must say, you remind me of my son Cletus, who hasn't called or visited me all week for my birthday.
She said, breaking down into tears and sobbing on the bar, wiping her face with all of the napkins in sight. Everyone else was looking at her, blowing her nose into her shirt. I'm very sorry to hear that about your son, Cletus, did you say?
He said, taking a quick shot to deal with the situation and nudging the other one towards her, then taking it himself. Yes, he can drink like you too. He also dropped out of med school, but he's not a bartender. I think he's a heroin addict. I think he hates me.
She said, in a wallowing in self-pity and self-flagellating herself with the stirring sticks that she found nearby.
That doesn't really hurt, but it stings a little.
I'm sorry, I've now had 2 shots of Blackout, and I just want to make sure I understand. Your son Cletus, who was supposed to be a doctor and became a meth addict, and I'm wondering if you knew that he eventually got clean and became a bartender at a tequila bar?
He said, taking off his reading glasses and putting them on her face. Cletus? Cletus, I've been too vain to get LASIK or wear glasses, and I didn't recognize your voice because I had an ear lift and it hasn't healed yet.
She said, rubbing her ears to make sure that everything had healed properly and rubbing her eyes underneath his glasses that ironically were the same prescription as his because of the amazement of genetics. Mama, I've been doing everything I can to stay afloat and find my way back to you. I'm so glad we didn't share this drink together and have this night go another way.
He said, putting the condom back in the back of the bar with a quick motion and grabbing a birthday candle instead.
Yay! Oh!
Wow.
I always loved episodes of The Sick Ass Family.
Getting very thematic tonight.
You know, that's not what I pictured with man cleavage, but I guess we all have different versions of that.
Well, he's got it buttoned up too high. You can't
I've
see
got it buttoned up too high. You don't want to see my actual man cleavage.
But all right.
She said, which was absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Denny, so much for playing. Hey, speaking of thank yous, I would like to thank Mrs. N. Blake for her donation into the super chat. She says she's got the COVID, but this is making her feel much better.
Oh, feel better.
She is...
Feel better, love.
She's gone through the worst of it from what I understand and is regaining her sense of taste, or at least, taste of food.
He has more taste than us. Wow.
Here, and this next game, oh, look at that. Thank you so much, Denny. This next game is called Broken News. Broken News is going to be for all of our players, and we are going to need a suggestion of a mundane activity. A suggestion of a mundane activity, and we will be doing a Broken Newscast with Anchor Tom taking us away. So throw those up there in the chat, and we are going to give you just a couple seconds here while we all, send our best healing thoughts to Mrs. N. Blake, especially me. Mwah. Hope you're feeling better soon. Producer Craig, do we have a suggestion for a mundane activity?
One of the most mundane we've gotten tonight. From Meryl Milky, cleaning the toilet.
Cleaning the toilet.
Dylan, I must interrupt your little improv show tonight, the suggestion box, because we have a breaking news story that's now broken. I'm sorry. Somebody has been, in fact, cleaning their toilet. With all the germs and all the fears and all the viruses going around, somebody took it upon themselves to clean their toilet. I don't know if it was their own toilet or someone else's toilet, or if it was just compulsive behavior that we're seeing more and more of across our nation. We're going to go now to Karen Baughan, our reporter on the street. Karen, I understand you know something.
Absolutely. I am here outside the 7-Eleven on Route 118, where the toilet has actually, in fact, been cleaned. We know for a fact that this toilet has not been cleaned for several years. It has been a mysterious turn of events here.
I have a hunch that they found more than Slurpees in that toilet.
In the toilet, around the toilet, you wouldn't believe what kind of mess is now gone. It is now the most sparkling, shimmering, shining, fresh-scented toilet in the tri-state area. And I do have a witness that I was able to wrangle up here on the scene, a passing truck driver who happens to know this particular restroom very well. Can you tell us a little bit about this situation that you have seen unfold here?
Well, I don't know. As you can see, I bring the Mountain Dew, and I'm allowed to sample as much as I want, so that necessitates frequent stops along the road here. This is one of my favorite 7-Elevens, because this is, by the time I leave at Triborough Bridge, it takes me exactly one can to get here. Can
I quickly interrupt and clarify that you're driving a Mountain Dew truck?
Yeah.
And you are permitted to drink from the truck?
Well, you drink from the can that's carried in the truck, yeah.
You go and you sample the product that you're supposed to be delivering?
Yeah, I have to stay wide awake, so it's cheaper than a bump, you know what I mean?
This might be another breaking story that we've come across here, but let's focus on the matter at hand.
So every time I go, I've become accustomed to a certain level of cleanliness, and I feel comfortable there. I don't have to dress up and put on a tie, you know what I mean? And today I went to take out little Walter, and it smelled like bleach, and it was very offensive and chemically, and I did not like it. I couldn't go. Walter could not expel his thoughts.
I have two follow-up questions here. One, do you normally put on a tie to go to the bathroom? And two, who named little Walter?
That was my ex-wife, Regina. I wanted to take the moniker back, but she actually won it in the divorce proceeding. And the tie was a metaphor. I was an English major, but I did a lot of drugs in the 70s.
An English major, drug addict, Mountain Dew stealing, penile naming man is giving it to us straight here on the scene. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Karen. That was a riveting report and a shocking disclosure of behavior across our country now during this crazy time. Thank you, Karen. Next, because everyone is buzzing about this, we're going to the world of entertainment. Dylan White, maybe you have some insight for... Well, there he is. Hello, Dylan.
Hello, Tom. Thank you so much. Yes, the world of entertainment is abuzz with this story of someone cleaning the toilet. They are rapidly developing a streaming series for the online streaming services. It's a big bidding war right now as to who's going to get it. Is it going to be HBO Max? Is it going to be Hulu? Is it going to be Netflix? Nobody really knows right now, but the bidding war is enormous for the story of the Tidy Bowl Man. Ironically, they have a very specific casting metric in mind. They only want to hire actors who are named John. Of course, Johnny Depp is in the lead. However, because he goes by Johnny, that's kind of taking him out. They're looking at possibly John Travolta, John Cleese, John Cena, John Cusack, John Goodman, John Malkovich, John Bon Jovi, John C. Reilly, John Mayer, John Stamos, John Leguizamo, John Krasinski, Jon Stewart is possibly coming out of retirement from The Daily Show to maybe do this, or possibly John Hamm. And interestingly enough, this could possibly be directed by Jon Favreau. Well, we all know who he is. So it's very interesting to see where this develops. As more comes of this, we will definitely get to you. I'm certainly flushed with excitement about all this, and I will definitely let you know any developments as they come up. Back to you, Tom.
Well, is it any truth to the rumor that Kate Blanchett does actually want to clean the toilet in the screen version?
Kate Blanchett does want to clean the toilet in the screen version, but they're looking, again, specifically for actors named John, so she might blanch at the project. So who knows if that's going to be a bone of contention for anyone. It seems to be, fairly one-sided and sexist, if you ask me. I don't know why the tidy bowl man has to be a man, but really, I mean, it's all just, going down the drain at this point.
Oh, wow. I'm hoping for John Hurd. That's who I would pick. John Hurd Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dylan. That was great. Now to the world of food. Danny Roquet is going to tell us how this impacts the world of cuisine and what we eat. Hello, Danny Roquet.
This toilet incident has made me think about changing the chapter of my new book, Feed Your Face French.
Oh, and how is that? How does it all relate?
Well, it reminds me that everything we put into our body must come out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The better you are to your body on the way in, the better it will be to you on the way out.
What new recipes have you developed to make sure that our digestion is going well?
Well, I have a recipe for passion fruit, the bitter passion fruit, the spiky one that requires you not peel it.
Oh.
More like a flushing system.
A cleansing kind of thing.
That's a good way to say it.
When does your book come out? For Christmas, I hope.
Definitely before Christmas, hopefully in time for the Labor Day rush.
Labor Day rush? I didn't know there was one. Well, good luck with that book. I can't wait to read it myself. Thank you, Danny Roquet.
You are so kind.
Finally.
I'm sure I can sign a copy for you.
Oh, I would love that. I'll collect those, Thank you, bonsoir. Oh, that's French. Finally, our favorite voice of the nation, Jane Brucker, is here to sum up things and the way we're all feeling. Hello, Jane.
Hello, and bless you, bless you. I want to speak to you, America. How many of us have not found ourselves with our face flat down into a filthy toilet bowl? And yet, we think of this as a bad thing. I'm here to tell you that I have been on my knees in front of a toilet bowl, screaming the name of the omniscient plumber in the sky. Whatever brings us to him is the right way to go. Flush away, my fellow sinners. God bless you all.
Oh, thank you. I feel moved in the right way. Anyway, that's the story. It is breaking news, and it's trending. Somebody cleaned a toilet. I'm sure we're just going to see more and more of this as things unfold. We will come back to you with any further details we could scoop out. I'm Tom Carosa for Broken News, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much, Tom. That was a riveting story. I'm so glad we were able to break that here live on the Suggestion Box. Hey, the Suggestion Box here broadcasts live every Friday night here on the Vaudacity Network on YouTube. That's VaudacityNetwork.com, where we have all sorts of shows and programs here on the network, some of which you might want to check out coming up over the course of the next couple days. The first one being tomorrow night is the one that started it all, Paulie's online variety show number 76. This will be our 76th week in a row that we're producing the show tomorrow, May 1st, because it's gonna be May Tomorrow night, it is Joker's Wild. That does mean there is no particular theme. It's going to be artist choice. And then afterwards, of course, we're going to be having the Green Room After Party with Darren Ingram, where we'll be sharing showbiz stories and the inspiration behind some of our choices for Polly's online variety show. And then, of course, following that, the next night is Amanda on Demanda with Amanda Benjamin, 7:30 p.m. Sunday night, May 2nd. That's our weekend coming up here on the Vaudacity Network. Make sure that if you have not already liked and subscribed to the channel, do that now. What are you waiting for? We have this moment together to take this time right now to do it. There you go. Thank you so much for doing that. And again, of course, if you want to support the channel in more ways than just liking and subscribing, absolutely keep us afloat. Throw something up in the super chat. Any sort of tip helps. Imagine what you might be spending any night out at a comedy club or a nightclub or a concert or a theme park that is just reopening. And think that you can have all this entertainment for a fraction of the cost. For many people, it's absolutely free because, hey, it's YouTube. But hey, it keeps us alive, keeps us running, and keeps all this going, keeps us able to bring this entertainment to you every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every night of the week. We basically have different shows. So go to Vaudacity on YouTube, check out all the shows we have. Everything we run live runs in perpetuity in repeat there. You can stream all of our previous shows. But we're going to continue on with this edition of the Suggestion Box with a game for myself and Karen Bond. We are going to play a game called Time Crunch, and we'll need the suggestion. Wow, we're getting applause for Time Crunch. Yay. We haven't played this game in a while. When was the last time we played this game?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And have I ever played it with you on the show? I think maybe once.
I don't think so even.
You know what we should do? We should go back and look at all the shows that we have on the Vaudacity Network because they're all there. But here's what we're going to do. Karen and I are going to take your suggestion of a relationship, and we're going to do a 1-minute scene about that relationship. Who knows where it's going to go? But we're just going to do a 1-minute scene. But then we're going to take that exact same scene, and we're going to condense that scene down to half the time in 30 seconds. Easy.
Cool.
Got it. But then, once we've done that, we're going to compress that exact same scene down in half again and do the same scene in 15 seconds.
You didn't tell me we're going to do 15.
No, we're going to keep cutting it in half. So we're going to do 1 minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and crunch it down like that.
Okay, fine.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that same scene and cut it in half and do it in like 7 seconds.
Impossible.
No, it's not impossible. It's you. You're amazing. And you're like, you're Karen Bond.
Okay, fine. I can do 7 seconds, but no faster.
No faster. So, I mean, honestly, and really that is a challenge because half of 15 is really 7.5 seconds, but we're going to do it in 7 just because we're going to round down. So, okay. Yeah, because if we were to do it in half that time, that would be 3.5 seconds, and we'd have to round that down to 3 seconds. And that would just be...
We're not going to do that.
So great to do. Yeah, we're going to cut that down to 3 seconds. So we're going to do... We're going to do a scene in 1 minute, cut that scene down to 30 seconds, then 15 seconds, then 7 seconds, then 3 seconds. So, Producer Craig.
I'm ready.
Are you? Well, I'm glad one is.
I'm tired with that description.
For a relationship for myself and Karen.
Actually, we do from David Hill, pilot and flight attendant.
Pilot and flight attendant. Very good. The scene will begin. Producer Sam, PP Stream Director Sam is going to put 1 minute up on the clock. When that 1 minute starts, the scene will begin. Here we go. Ooh.
We're about 45 minutes outside of Dallas, so everybody just pick your feet up and relax.
Okay, so apparently, excuse me, Captain.
There's a whole protocol to get into the front door. You have to say the magic word.
Oh, Captain, my captain, may I please enter the cockpit?
Are you standing on a desk back there?
I mean, I had to check my desk at security, so I wasn't allowed to bring it on board. It wouldn't fit in the overhead.
Stand on the drink cart.
Okay. Captain, my captain, may I come into the cockpit?
Yeah, get on in here.
Captain, I was under the impression. I'm sorry, it's my first flight, and I was under the impression we were headed to Charlottesville.
That's right. I'm taking us to Dallas, baby.
Gosh, the captain has hijacked the plane!
I've hijacked my own plane.
All right, so there was a scene between a captain and a flight attendant. We did that in 1 minute. Yeah, we should be able to do that in 30 seconds.
Easy.
All right, so let's see what happens.
Surprise, everyone. We're 45 minutes outside of Dallas. Bye-bye.
Captain, can I come into the cockpit?
You got to stand on something. Say the magic word.
Captain, my captain, can I come into the cockpit?
Are you standing on the drink cart?
I'm standing on the drink cart.
All right, get in here, you silly goose.
Hi, Captain. I know it's just my first day as a flight attendant, but I understood we were flying into Charlotte.
Charlotte? Are you kidding me? We're going to Dallas. Because I've hijacked my own plane. We're going to go to wear cowboy hats.
Yeah, we did it in 30 seconds. Yeah.
Easy.
Great. All right, so let's do it in 15.
Surprise, we're going to Dallas, everyone.
Captain, can I come in? Oh, Captain, my captain, I'm standing on the drink cart.
Get on in here, girl.
We were going to Charlotte.
You know what? I've hijacked my own plane.
You hijacked your own plane. We're going down.
I want to be belt buckle.
Well, let's do it in 7 seconds. What do you say? All right, here we go.
Surprise, we're going to Dallas.
Oh, Captain, my captain, I'm on the drink cart. I thought we were going to Charlotte.
Get in here, silly goose. I've hijacked my own plane.
Ooh.
I like the theater scene in Dallas.
You really think we can do this in 3?
We got it. All
right, here we go.
Surprise, we're going to Dallas.
I thought we were going to Charlotte.
Get in here, silly goose. I've hijacked my own plane.
I feel like that was a very realistic depiction of a captain-flight attendant relationship. If there does happen to be any, flight attendants or former flight attendants currently watching the show, please comment in the chat and let us know just how accurate that was.
They have a secret word or something, right, to get in there?
Sure, they have to. Sure they do.
Karen, go to Dallas.
Thank you so much for playing that with me. I'm glad you even brought that game to the show originally.
Oh, yeah.
That was so happy to get to play that with you. That was so much fun. Thanks so much. Love you, Miss.
Welcome.
All right, our next game is going to be called Dating Olympics. So we are going to have 2 people on a date. Those 2 people on the date are going to be myself and Jane. Jane and I are on a date. However, they're going to be commentators on this date, as there would be in the Olympics. And those commentators will be Danny Roquet and Karen Bond. So we need a suggestion for a common interest between 2 people. So what might 2 people be, have a common interest on that they would talk about on the date? So put up your suggestion there in the chat. As we're looking at this, Emily Thatcher says that was very realistic, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you, Emily.
The pilot and flight attendant dynamic.
And I trust Emily, she knows.
Well, I feel like I have to because she's such a great supporter of the show.
Yeah, they're sure going to make people want to fly again soon.
If they can wind up in Dallas, why not?
Why not? Yeah, I do agree. I do enjoy the theater scene in Dallas. If you've ever been to downtown Dallas, the theaters, the museums, the aquarium, Dallas is actually pretty great.
Plus, they have nicer runways.
All right, so, hey, producer Craig, do we have a suggestion for a common interest between 2 people that Jane and I might share on this date?
I hope you're happy with Jeremy's suggestion of slot machines.
Slot machines. Very good. All right, here we go. This is the Dating Olympics.
If you recall last time, they were headed what looked like a romantic ending when all of a sudden Dylan, instead of putting a next bite of food, put his foot in his mouth.
That's right. If you're just joining us here on the Dating Olympics, we are back with Dylan and Jane. A quick recap on their first date. As we know, their first date was at an actual casino where they tended to hit it off. Wouldn't you agree, Danny?
I would definitely say so. They both seem to have a gambling addiction, which is a common bond that they could probably build on.
Yes. And it seemed to me to cover up Jane's kind of lack of attention. Her focus didn't seem entirely on Dylan in the first date, but it was covered up by the casino atmosphere. We'll see if he notices on this second date, which is at a lobster restaurant. And what did you notice about Dylan?
I noticed that Dylan is wearing the same shirt he wore to the first date.
Well, and I will say that this is a fan favorite. This shirt has been his lucky shirt from day one, but I must say it's getting a little ripe. We'll see if Jane notices.
My thoughts exactly. It's a great shirt to golf in, but maybe a bath for it in between would be a smart move, especially when you're heading out to a date where you don't have the cigarette smell of a casino to cover you.
Exactly. Let's join them mid-date as their lobster arrives at the table.
I knew it. I knew our lobster would arrive within 10 minutes. I knew it. Were I to bet on this, I would have beat the house.
So, Rudy, you really went out for a second date, lobster and everything. I see they've got little onions.
Oh no, there's Jane's distraction coming in, not being able to mention a second item besides onions.
My goodness. And Dylan seems to be trying so hard for that long home run.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly,
with the lobster, which is always a good opener.
I figured a lobster dinner would be ideal, just because I know you're a fan of the, the Luxor's buffet and their lobster buffet, and the seafood platter that they have. I thought this might, make you feel more comfortable and at home.
Dylan is gaining mileage right here, relating it back to their common interest. Let's see if Jane bites.
Well, I see you under your bib. You got a nice shirt on. Boy, that's really nice. That's a nice shirt. Thanks for dressing up.
I'm glad you consider this dressing up. It is my favorite shirt. I will say it's my lucky shirt. I can't tell you how many jackpots I've pulled with this. I'm kind of hoping to score tonight.
And if I may freeze for a moment, I would just like to circle right here the stink lines coming off that shirt and drawing an arrow here towards Jane's nose. Let's do a little replay of that exact moment.
Yeah, I might enjoy this shirt. It's my lucky shirt, and I was kind of hoping that I might, get a little bit lucky tonight, if you know what I mean.
Wowee. That was an obviously miss. Although the one thing in Dylan's favor could be the fact that he chose a seafood restaurant, which could be covering part of his smell.
You think the lobster went off? Something smells. It smells just like
Distracted again. Let's see if Dylan can pick up this dropped ball.
It smells just like SeaWorld, because that's where I'm hoping to take you for our next date.
Wow. That was a great misdirection of that run. He brought it back around the way he needed to, I think.
Yeah, I think you'd fit in real swell there. I was thinking maybe we go back to the casino instead. Have you got change?
Well, I thought maybe, I don't have so much have changed, but I thought maybe we could, go and trade these in for, coins and tokens that we could possibly, play and pull that arm, if you know what I mean.
I would have to say that this is a... What was that, Danny?
By that arm, I'm not sure that he's going to need Jane tonight.
No, and I would say that the way it is continuing for several minutes on end. Let's fast forward and see if this motion ever, okay, and let's stop. We're just going to skip ahead several minutes and see what happens at the end of this date to see if he makes the touchdown or not.
Oh, sir. Oxygen!
Oh, that was amazing.
I'm assuming somewhere along the way Jane jumped in.
All right, and let's back to the studio. Danny, obviously we had a surprise twist upset in this match. Come on back to the studio.
I'm very surprised indeed. I never expected them to be in the same room together again.
Absolutely. I think all of the fans will be shocked, surprised, and I dare say appalled at the ending of this match. But it seems like they were quite satisfied with the conclusion.
Well, I must say, someone scored.
Well, that's all we have for Dating Olympics. Join us next time, and we'll see if Dylan and Jane can survive a third.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
That was Dating Olympics. Hopefully their next date also doesn't smell like fish. We are going to continue on with...
No! We're gonna get sued.
Ariel is very mad at you, Dylan.
I'm sorry. Well, hey, you're the one who brought up the dingle hopper earlier, too. So...
Oh, there she is.
Jane, do you like lobster? Yeah, I like butter, too. Anyway, we're going to continue on. Our next game is Jeopardy! This is Jeopardy! For this game, we're going to need suggestions of 3 occupations and 3 Jeopardy-style categories. Those categories, of course, would be something that you might find on Jeopardy, like potables or famous scuba divers or letters that begin with H. Whatever you might find on Jeopardy. So we need the suggestions for 3 occupations and 3 Jeopardy type categories. So there are so many things we're asking for here. So absolutely just type away and put as much as you can into the chat. And we'll, of course, be pulling from those. We'll be taking those occupations. Those occupations will be assigned to our Jeopardy contestants, and our Jeopardy host will be, of course, pulling from the Jeopardy categories, which you suggest. That just goes to show that we are making this up on the spot. This is absolutely live improv because we have no idea what you're about to suggest, and our contestants have no idea what the categories are going to be because you're the one who's writing them in. And we're going to find out once you put them in the chat. And producer Craig lets us know what we're going to run with. Speaking of producer Craig, hey, producer Craig, one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Are you still with us? How are you? We haven't heard from you in a little bit.
I'm doing fantabulous. Thank you, Dylan. And bless you and thank you. And, this is a great show tonight.
We're having so much fun, and we're so glad that everyone is here with us. Listen, I know I'm asking for a lot of suggestions here, so what are the chances people are actually rising to the challenge and giving us 3 occupations and 3 Jeopardy-style categories?
They're coming in real quick, so why don't we get our contestants ready, and we'll have it all set up and ready to go.
All right, let's go through here. So our contestants for this, Tom is going to be hosting this round of Jeopardy, and our contestants are going to be Jane, Danny Roquet, and Denny Siegel are going to be our contestants for this show. So let's bring them in here. Everybody come on in so we can make sure that you get your occupation. So we know here. So starting with Jane, since that's the order we have them in the running order here. So for Jane, what is her occupation, producer Craig?
Jane is a billboard installer.
Jane, you are a billboard installer. How about for Mr. Danny Roquet?
Mr. Danny Roquet is a map creator.
A map creator.
A cartographer, is that what it is?
Yes, that would be the official name, a cartographer.
Wow, I pulled that one out. Very yay. Okay, so Danny, you're
Where?
a creator, a cartographer for those of us who like to pretend that we're educated. And for Denny Siegel, what is her occupation?
Denny is a fortune cookie writer.
A fortune cookie writer. I love that. All right, so we have a billboard installer, a cartographer, and a fortune cookie writer. Now, Tom, you might want to make note of these. Actually, everyone might want to make note of these. These are our 3 Jeopardy categories. Producer Craig, what do we got?
Well, our first category is types of soda.
Types of soda. Very good. That could go brand or bland. Who knows? Our second Jeopardy category.
Types of snails.
Types of snails. I'm sure that's a vast category. All right. And our third Jeopardy category.
Types of pizza.
Type of pizza. So we have types of soda, types of snails, and types of pizza.
Nice dinner combination there.
Very good. I would love to have snails on my pizza and wash it down with a good soda of any type.
Leave
So
the
here
answers
we
for
go.
us.
All right. Thank you, contestants. Thank you, Producer Craig. Thank you for everybody who threw up your suggestions. Well, thank you everyone who posted. I don't know why I keep saying that. Thank you for everyone who posted your suggestions. If we didn't get to yours this week, maybe we'll get to it another week. You never know. But this is Jeopardy!
That's right. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jeopardy! My name is Chuck Roast, new temporary host. They jammed me in between Anderson Cooper and LeVar Burton. I hope I get the job, but nobody could fill the illustrious shoes of Alex Trebek. Well, let us meet our champions, shall we? First, our reigning champion is a billboard installer all the way from Gluett, Michigan. Please welcome Jane Coppertone. Jane, welcome to Jeopardy! Hi.
To be here.
Yeah, well, you're a reigning champion, Jane, and is there anybody out there that you want to do a shout out to?
I would like to say hello to my sister. She just got married to Fred Next Exit. And so she's going to be the proud Mrs. Next Exit.
All right, that's wonderful. Next, we have a map creator or cartographer. Please welcome Danny Coast. Danny, hello, welcome
Thank
to
you
Jeopardy.
very much. It's nice that you mentioned my occupation, but when I started studying for it, I thought it meant a dealer in Las Vegas. So I was very surprised.
Well, you got over that
Now
hurdle.
I just tell you how to get places.
Now you discovered a new little mountain range, haven't you?
Well, yes, it's right down the center of the United States.
Oh, well, we
I don't
need one.
understand how it wasn't noticed before. It blocks a river and 2 valleys.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like a major achievement. Thank you. Next, we have a fortune cookie maker all the way from Sweetness, Indiana. Please welcome Denny Wise. Denny, welcome to Jeopardy!
One may travel 1,000 miles to find that home is the podium right in front of your face.
Ah, I see. Now, you got in trouble for writing a controversial fortune, I understand. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, I do. It involved a former president. I'm under a federal injunction not to talk about it right now, but it let's just say it rhymed with border wall.
Got it. Thank you so much. Well, it's time to load the board. Let's take a look. Number 1 category is types of soda. Number 2 category is types of snails. And number 3 is types of pizza. Jane, you're our rating champion. Why don't you open the board?
I would like types of pizza, please.
Types of pizza. We're going to go with sausage. Sausage. Yes, Denny.
What was the other part of my fortune cookie that I'm not allowed to talk about?
You're right. Choose from the board.
I will take types of soda.
Types of soda. And the answer is Shasta. Yes, Danny. Shasta. Shasta.
What is the coolest mountain range in the entire United States?
You got that right. He's got it right. It's Shasta. All right. Choose from the board. Danny, choose.
I will take types of snails.
Types of snails. The answer is slow. Slow.
And
Yes, Denny.
what type of gin fizz is the best drink to have with Chinese food?
Slow. Slow.
Oh, gin
Yeah.
fizz. It's a drink.
Yeah, I know. Jane, slow.
What is my idea?
Denny, I'm sorry. You had that right. Go ahead and choose again from the board.
Delightful with the noodles.
Yes.
I will go to types of snails.
Types of snails. The answer is smart. Smart.
And
Yes, Denny.
what kind of car is really annoying? Just get a normal car. I'm going to put that in a cookie. You know,
That's
those
not
really
what I
little
have.
cars. they just
Smart. Danny,
Uh-huh.
smart.
What do you call the snails that make it to the other side of the highway?
You got it. Choose from the board, please.
I will take types of pizza.
Types of pizza. The answer is deep. Deep.
wanna-
Yes, Denny.
What are Chinese fortunes not?
You're right. Choose from the board.
Did you say Jews on the board?
I didn't say choose on the board. I said choose from the board.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Jewish. I just thought maybe you wanted me to get up there. I'll take types of pizza.
Types of pizza. The answer is burnt. Burnt. Yes, Jane.
What's the name of that centerfold Reynolds?
You're right. Burnt Reynolds. Go ahead and choose from the board.
I'll take types of snails, please.
Types of snails. The answer is diabetic. Diabetic. Yes, Jane.
What is the opposite of a monobetic? Diabetic? No?
Denny, diabetic.
What is the best kind of evil plan?
That's diabolic. Danny, diabetic.
What is the one kind of snail that is thinner than the others?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Well, it's time for the audio daily double. Oh yes. All right. So the sound that goes with the audio daily double is.
What category are we?
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. The category is going to be types of pizza, and the sound is.
And
Yes, Denny.
what is the sound of Tarzan realizing dominoes took more than 30 minutes?
You're right. Choose from the board. Go ahead.
I'm going to have to go back to types of snails.
Types of snails. Capricorn. 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 Yes, Jane.
What is next to a Taurus?
Capricorn. Yeah, I don't think our judges are good. Yes, please, Denny.
What is the zodiac sign of all the men I've dated because they're all really slimy?
You're right. You're right. Well, we have I don't know how this happened. We got a three-way tie. So that means we go to a special category. And today, that category is pop songs. We're not there yet, but we're going to do pop songs. And the answer that goes with the topic pop songs, it is close to you. As our three contestants write their questions to go with the answer close to you, the rest of us are going to sing the Jeopardy theme song. Wanna? Well, we go according to height in this final round. So, Danny Roquet, you are first. The answer is pop song. Is close to you.
What is the best kind of tune to play on a long road trip?
You're right. I'm not going to say whether that's right or wrong. Jane, the category is pop song. The answer is close to you.
What does Glenn Close say to her help?
Okay, yes, all right.
It's close to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna see whether it's right or wrong. Denny, the category is pop song. The answer is close to you.
What are T and V?
Jane, you're still our winner. She pulled it through. Oh my God, she had the right answer.
All right, everybody, let's give a big Jeopardy kiss. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, everybody.
Thanks, Alex. Placement.
Nice job, Mr. Host.
You got it. That was fun.
I'm sorry, was that his name? Alex Replacement?
Oh, that would be next week. It was Chuck Roast.
I would say it was Chuck Roast, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to. Good job. That was a fun round.
Excellent round of Jeopardy. And hey,
They're letters. They're letters surrounding you. I don't think that read. I'm going to go now.
I get it.
Thanks, Jean.
I spell.
I got the Glenn Close one, too.
Bill got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
oh, you guys, we're coming into our last game of the evening. We're going to play a game that we like to call and you like to know as Superheroes. This is for all of our players, which means it is going to be for Jane, Danny, Tom, Denny, Karen, and myself. What we need from you, our viewing audience, is a crisis of sci-fi proportions. Think Sharknado. Think Tarantuquake. I don't know. I just made that one up, but you'd see that on the Sci-Fi Channel. But a crisis of sci-fi proportions. I mean, Godzilla versus King Kong is like the huge thing right now. So just some ridiculous sci-fi crisis, and Jane is going to need to call in various superheroes to help solve and fix this crisis before the world ends or whatever happens. But we're also, so we just need this crisis, and basically these superheroes are going to try to come in and solve it, but these superheroes have no idea what their superhero powers are going to be until the superhero before them names them. So, Producer Craig, do we have a suggestion of a crisis of sci-fi proportions?
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. The attack of the alien cats!
Attack of the alien cats! All right, Jane Brucker is going to help call in her superheroes to solve the crisis of the attack of the alien cats.
Somebody help us! Help us! We're being attacked! We're being attacked by the evil giant sleepy kitty. I've got to call on Mr. Bookworm Man. Come and save us from the giant cat.
I certainly will. I've just finished a story about this very thing. If we could find a planet with giant dogs, we would be in great shape. One of these books must have a map that heads that way.
Oh, that's so studious of you.
So in the Dog Nebula would be my guess.
I see. Go for it.
Well, getting there is a real bitch, but let me see what I can do. My next door neighbor works for NASA and sometimes has a rocket in his backyard that Elon Musk hasn't taken from him yet.
Save us, Mr. Bookman.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't leave room for the damn dog on the way back.
Oh no, did he eat your homework? Who can you call?
Well, I'm thinking of calling Spitz Nail Man.
Oh, Spitz
Nails,
Nail Man,
yes.
Spitz Nail Man, where are you? We need you.
Stands back!
Oh!
I'm Snail Man, and I've come to save you from the alien cats. Oh, what I'm going to...
Aim it at the cat.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, just so you know, is I'm going to spit snails at the giant alien cats right now. Patoing!
Oh!
They bounce right off. That's not good. Patoing! Patoing! They're not even mildly amused.
No, he's still purring. He kind of likes it.
Oh, that's not a good idea. All right. Well, there's only one thing I could do, and I'm going to call in Jewish rap star babe. Oh, Jewish rap star babe.
Oy vey, come save us.
Save us.
Yo! You know the situation is really tough, and I'm not going to be saying mazel tough. I don't know how this is the worst thing under the sun. That cat has 9 lives, but I only have one. All I can say is this has got me sighing. Oy Gewalt, even God must be crying. What do you got, alien cats? I know Well, I know Mrs. Cats. I'll tell you what, cats are very sensitive. Maybe if I rap at them, they'll leave.
Try it.
Hey, cat, I got one thing to say. We don't want you here. Just go away.
Word? No, there's still such chaos in Cirrus.
Oh, yo, no problem. We'll get this to an end. I'm gonna call my really good friend. I don't know if it'll work, but I'll give it a whirl. It thinks she's in a horror slasher movie, girl.
Oh, I like her.
You wanna, make out for the first time? Oh, hey, everybody. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah, we need you. There's a cat over there, and he's really big, and it's terrible.
Oh, okay. I can help out with that. I'm the captain of my cheerleading squad. You know what I'll do is I'll open up a refrigerator door and then close it without looking to my right. And usually that means that there's something really horrific there that will attack. So maybe it'll attack the cat.
Yes, I hear they like the sounds of the refrigerator door.
Okay, hold on. La la la. Should I date my boyfriend? Should I date a different person? Let's see.
He's ignoring us. Now he's ignoring us.
It just got me, not the cat. Okay, you know who I can call, though? You know who I can call? Get off me!
That's a lot of blood from such a little girl.
You know who I can call? Is Little Walter, the omniscient plumber. Come on,
I love him.
Walter.
Oh, I love Omniscient Plumber guy. He's
How
great.
did you know I had a cat named Walter?
There he is.
Oh, I'm Little Walter, the omniscient plumber. I knew this was going to happen. So listen, I'm so glad. Tom, sorry it took me so long to get here because there was so much traffic on the turnpike. I knew there was going to be traffic, but there was no other way to get here because...
Yeah, well, forget the turnpike. There are giant alien snail cats. Oh, there's one right now.
It's attacking right now. I'm omniscient. I knew that was going to happen. Listen, because I'm an omniscient plumber, here's what I'm going to suggest. We all need to get in the right pipeline here because I'm Little Walter and I'm going to tell you. So, Mr. Bookworm, I want you to sit there and I want you to I want you to get as many books as you can and I want you to build like a library of sorts. You know what I mean? You're going to do a stack of books to help herd the cats down there. Then spit nails again. You're going to spit nails and you're going to hold those books into place, okay? I want you to hold those books into place. Then Jewish rap star, babe. All right. You're gonna rap a song to all the cats to get them to follow the sound because honestly, I've listened to your records and it's like swinging cats against the wall. Okay, you're gonna come and you're gonna sing your famous rap song. Oi Gewalt, it's not my fault. Okay, so I want you to do that. And then I'm going to think she's in a slasher movie, girl. You're going to be there at the end. You're going to be lying there. Because what cats love to do is to come up on you while you're involved in something else. And they're just going to climb on top of you and sit there. Okay? So I want you to look like you're busy doing something important. Because you're the girl who's in a slasher movie, chances are you're going to be wanting to make out with your boyfriend. So instead of the slasher man coming to you, you're going to be making out with your boyfriend and all the cats are going to come down that hallway of books nailed to the wall to the sound of Jewish rapper girl's song. And then they're going to climb on top of you and sit there because that's what cats do when they, are trying to, make themselves known. Once they're all there, I'm going to turn on the pipes. Flush them all out because cats hate their baths.
All right.
Are everybody ready? And places and go.
It's not my fault. Does anybody have some kosher salt? Hey, you crazy cats, there's nothing to fear. I'm going to make you get out of here.
I'm ready to turn on the hose. Go.
Oh.
Oh no, we lost. I guess she wasn't a virgin after all, because we lost the.
Oh, that was fabulous! It worked. The alien cats have dissipated. They're off.
What happened to Jane? She was the lady we were trying to say. Oh, thank God she's okay.
I just discovered why I've had an allergy this whole time.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Superheroes. That's the suggestion box number 36 for Friday, April 30th, 2021. Wow, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Danny Roquet went away again, but hey, for all of our Vaudacity Improv Players, Shane Brucker, Karen Bowen, Denny Siegel, Tom Carosa.
Thank you, everybody.
My camera is off, but my mic is on Roquet. Of course, producer Craig and PP Stream Director Sam for all of the amazing transitions, backgrounds, and sound effects.
Not who is our host tonight? Who is our host?
It's Dylan White. I've been your host tonight. Thank you so much. Because apparently Paul has better things to do, like celebrate his anniversary with gaming in wine country. Yeah, they're drinking wine. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. And before we go, I just want to say one more big shout out to all of our Super Chat donors, Kelsey Gibson, Emily Thatcher, and of course, Mrs. N. Blake. Thank you so much for supporting us in Super Chat. You can either do that. You also can support us anytime by throwing up your donations. Why do I keep saying throwing up? Why?
You meant vomiting your donations.
Why? You can give us your donations via Venmo or PayPal at Online Variety Show to help support the show. Tips will become split evenly amongst the cast. We appreciate all the support, even if it just means showing up for us here every week online. We can't wait until we get to perform this for you again live, which is going to be very, very soon.
That's right. Some of us are even doing it tomorrow night on Paulie's.
And again, join us tomorrow night on Paulie's Online Variety Show, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. We'll be sitting here playing improv games. It's Joker's Wild Night. It's Artist Choice. You're going to see some fantastic talent, musical and improv comedy. Join us here on the Vaudacity Network. A big dating game of Vaudacity Improv Players. Kiss. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, Danny's empty screen.